Welcome to the super cool underground extra stream for cool people. I'm going to be your commentator, Mythical9, and today, kicking things off this morning, well, maybe not quite, maybe it already got kicked off, but this is the first play after the kickoff. Maybe this is the return. I don't know. Mysticum versus BadmoonZ, probably. I'm going to call him Moon. Let me try to get a sense of our two players today. Mysticum with 2 losses, and BadmoonZ with 1 loss. So, and very important in this dog-eat-dog world for these two players to tear each other apart. The key win. So we'll see. We'll see. They're off. Nothing much going on. Early escape here. Swords for both. Thanks, Uncle. Harpies is not going to help. Early on, they're mostly looking for bombs. Normally, these enemies don't drop bombs, but because of the randomizer, they've randomized the prize packs that determines what things drop. And that means these guys can drop bombs. Why is bombs important? There is a bombable wall towards the end of the escape that has 3 chests in it, and it's a hassle to come back and check it later. You really would rather do it now. There's 1 for BadmoonZ. If it turns out only these guards are the sources of bombs early on, that could be a little bit of trouble for Mysticum. A lot of players would rather not kill these guards and rely on these snakes and rats for bomb drops. I think they normally share a prize pack, all those enemies, but maybe that gets randomized. Not sure about that specific detail. The cape you can use to go past the Aghanim barrier instead of using a Master Sword or higher to slash it and break it the way you do in the main game. Wow, they got the mirror. That's one of 2 great items you want to find in the escape. Now, I know there's some restrictions on using it during the escape. Like, it will work and it will take you out, but it will cause problems, I think, if Zelda's following you. The combination of throw... Okay, we're going. We get the mirror from BadmoonZ. We get to find out together. He does. All right, he is fine. Mysticum not using it. Big advantage for BadmoonZ. And he's got that bomb. This is a great start for him. These enemies are kind of getting in his way, but you do... Oh, Cave of Burn. Oh, fine. Just every item at them. And inside the 3 chests are going to be Boots, Moon Pearl, and Titansmith. I don't know. Just give it to him. 1 bomb, sufficient to check those 3 chests, but you do need quite a bit more for blowing open things in Kakariko, and you'd rather not pay for them, especially since all these chests, instead of having rupees, have items. These players both have 0 rupees most of the way through the escape now. So there goes the 1 bomb, replaced by 8 more. Are you serious? All right. Bombs as well from Mysticum. I saw the red rupee and the red shield. I did not get a glance at that first chest. The woes of updating the tracker. So coming in with a... This is going to be what, like a 5:20 escape time? Pretty massive incoming world record by BadmoonZ. That's just that mirror being put to work. So that first chest was just a piece of heart. BadmoonZ gonna pull on this tree, get a couple bombs here. The trees give different rewards based off of how many enemies you killed and if you've been hit since the last time you pulled on a tree. At this point, they've killed more than 4 enemies and they've taken a hit. Ooh, blue tunic up there. That's a nice bonus if you decide to take out Aghanim, but not necessarily required. Still, that is very tempting. In order to earn the best prize pack, you need to take out 4 enemies without getting hit. So it's showing us probably the second tier of reward is bombs. Just a capacity upgrade for arrows waiting in Lost Woods. Mysticum also going to be checking the lumberjack item. And now Moon is off to Kakariko Village. There's a ton of chests here. Oh, it was the gloves. I was waiting to see on Mysticum's screen because I just missed it. You fell down right on top of them. Mysticum about to do the same. We got the book for Moon. Some rupees. Those will be nice to have. Can check the merchant item. And a refresh on his bombs. So pretty much the only difference between these players was Moon with the mirror knowledge, putting it to use during escape. It's giving him a good minute or so advantage. Mysticum's gonna find the book. BadmoonZ gets the cape, the upgrade to the glove, and a big wad of rupees. His early power gloves, not looking so hot now. Totally replaced by the Titan's mitts. Early Titan's mitts, still something to be excited about. Not too much on their own, but if paired with a Moon Pearl, opens up a ton more options. So Bad Moon, I believe, did not check some of the areas south of Kakariko. He still has 400 rupees, so I don't think he... No, he must have bought something from the merchant. He's heading to the dam. That lift upgrade would let him reach Death Mountain. And the mirror would let him reach Hera. Yeah, the HUD is doing some things. It's pretty unexpected. That's definitely not what I'm seeing on my tracker. So that's fun. Wow, the Molder crossed over from the left side to the middle. That is the first time I've seen that. You really went for it. It was powder in the library. BadmoonZ getting buttery. Mysticum hot on his heels. And BadmoonZ goes down. They only have 4 hearts. No mail. These crabs do 2 hearts of damage. Mysticum also down to 1 heart. He doesn't want to go near this mold arm. He's going to bomb it. And you could say now, Mysticum has the lead. Potentially. I'm going to try turning off some of these, but oh, Mysticum dies as well. So BadmoonZ headed to desert after his trip to Lake Hylia. He's checking Ag in his cave. Mysticum does not want to give up some of those Lake Hylia options, so he's going back to it. Don't know if he's thinking fake flippers or Ice Rod Cave. He's on this bush, so it looks like fake flippers. Doesn't get it. Second time in, does get it. He has just enough rupees to pay King Zora if he were to go there. I'm sure he could get 5 on the way. Magic number's 500 for King Zora. BadmoonZ is going to head up Death Mountain, putting those gloves to work. There's a lot of items on Death Mountain, but maybe this hobo has something key, and that will be a big advantage for Mysticum. Like, say, the hook shot. The hobo is a annoying place to check, especially if you don't have the flippers. Old man's got the bug net. That seemed like more of a pastime for a younger sort of person, but oh well. Maybe that's why he's getting rid of it. Moon's heading into the back of the old man's cave. I don't know if it was faster, but it was definitely safer. With 4 hearts, he avoided tons of falling rocks and some of those squirrels. I like it. Showing off his knowledge of all of the game's maps. Fire Rod waiting up on Spectacle Rock, and they have the mirror, so they are going to be able to get that. Inside, Mushroom. Kind of ambiguous. Not sure what it will turn into. But probably worth collecting. Ooh, Mysticum. Get in there. Get in the hole. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? During the cutscene with the old man, what now? Okay, does this open up the old man as a save point? It does. Able to get right back in there. All right, Mushroom collected for BadmoonZ. Mysticum on his way as if nothing happened. And let's see if he can get past these rocks and squirrels. He does. BadmoonZ approaching Moldorms with sword out. This is pretty dangerous. 4 hearts, green tunic. Everything is a real threat here. Mysticum also jumping down to check some of these Death Mountain caves. Interesting that their first trip here, they have the book and the Master Sword. That's going to enable them to check the Ether Tablet. I've seen some players forget to check this. I've seen it have some very key items. Just some rupees today, though. So without a fire source, Moon is going to be heading into Tower of Hera. Mysticum down to 1 heart. The lack of fire is going to prevent Moon from being able to check the basement item. But if that thing contains something you don't need, like a map or a compass, you could potentially full clear this dungeon even without it. Mysticum also checking Ether Tablet. Not going to be rewarded for it, but at least he doesn't get punished for missing it. Being very careful with these Moldorms. Moon takes another hit. Not interested in bomb jumping over to the big chest. Wants to preserve his precious hearts, perhaps. Mysticum down to 1 as he enters Tower of Hera. Yeah, the blue mail for the lumberjack item looking more and more appealing the further these guys go with no hearts. Just 1. Mysticum's got that hook shot. That's his big advantage over Moon right now. Hobo had that. Heart refill for BadmoonZ. Definitely the smart play here. Not a good time to be a man and leave those pegs up. Moldorm camping him at the bottom and following up on it. Nice job, Moldorm. He came out to play. Buttersword is going to make this fight a lot easier, but he can't get the last hit. BadmoonZ goes down. That is a death for him. It is his second. And that's an open window for Mysticum, who is terrified of these Moldorms. This is like in Space Invaders, where you would shoot up through your shield and then just shoot through it. That's what he's doing. He opened up the 1 spot and just started hookshotting through there. Is able to get the little Moldorm down. See, now Mysticum hookshotted to the chest, whereas BadmoonZ went up and then climbed down. And as you can see, this is why when you don't have the boots to bonk back over, it might be faster to go up and fall down rather than hookshot across. It's a little unclear. I would wager going up is a little faster. These dodongos, I believe someone looked this up and said they were called codongos. Mysticum taking a hit, and look at the synchronization on the stairs. Pegs down for both players. Full hearts. Yeah, I was pretty sure he had the bottle, but I wanted to. Anyway, Moldorm fight, here we go. Ooh, almost knocked immediately into the center hole is BadmoonZ. They got the butter sword. This should be an easy fight. Oh, Mysticum gets knocked off the side, whereas BadmoonZ gets the 2 hits. Moldorm is down, only gets a key from the boss. And I'm pretty sure I saw both the map and the compass, so I believe that the basement in Tower of Hair that requires a fire source is a item. Unknown what it is. Could be good, could be useless.
Hey guys, sorry, I need to refresh the stream really quick. Just give me a moment here. Sorry about that, should be back up in just a second.
And we're back. Mysticum getting squirrel blocked here. He's left Tower of Hair, he's done. BadmoonZ has the fire rod. I missed that one, my bad. Only arrows in the basement, that could have been huge. If that was a key item, Mysticum very unlikely to go back there. Where'd he get that fire rod? He went to desert. Was it a Death Mountain location? That's where Mysticum's going. Small shield, don't need it, though it looks cool when it's red like that. And a Bombos medallion. Oh, it was on top of Spectacle Rock. That's right. I forgot they had the mirror. Normally, I see that thing and I'm like, well, there's that cool item that you can't get yet. To see, says, oh, flippers. The mushroom has turned into a pair of finger webs. So I'm joined with a co-commentator. Welcome, Theasis. How should I say that?
It's Theicus, but
Theicus.
Really.
Welcome.
Thank you.
This is a seed with no mail and few hearts.
It's a not very healthy seed, like we've seen many times. Oh, it looks like we see the moon pearl up on the ledge there.
That's big. If he can stay alive, Zora's camping him out. No boots either, so you gotta walk it.
Gotta take the long way.
Oh, dodge those fireballs. All right. So we already
500
know.
rubies for 5.
Yeah, not a good deal. Not a good deal. But that Zora ledge item is huge. Moon Pearl. Very important item, especially when you've already got the Titansmiths and the mirror. Missing just, say, the hammer for Dark World traversal. Mysticum also going to find those flippers here with his mushroom trade-in. He also has 500 rupees. I fully expect him to head up that way as well. So no boots, but a source of fire and glove and a book. So Moon is going to be heading over to desert.
Not a bad choice. Probably what I would do at this point. It's one of the best options right now available. We'll have to see what he finds on the ledge here. Oh, and boots on the ledge. That means
Oh.
this should be complete. Well, it doesn't need to be completed, but they should be able to get any items in there.
I'm pretty sure this is all the Light World dungeons are crystal dungeons.
Oh, so it does need to be completed.
So Mysticum gets ripped off, but he's already seen the Moon Pearl. That's going to be big. Lead, I would give it to BadmoonZ. The boots in desert here is a really big find. He's also going to be able to complete this palace and get another crystal. Both players have shown they're not quite comfortable with this low heart, low defense seed.
Can't say I blame him. It's never easy to do. Got strong sword, but no defense and no health. Many things can just one-shot you.
So at any point, a bad death could totally swing this race. It's going to be tense for a little while. We know the blue mail is up on the woodcutter's ledge, but with all these items at their disposal, I doubt they want to do Aghanim.
Oh, and flute for BadmoonZ. That could change things quite a bit. Oh, and Moon takes a death to the BMOS.
Yeah, there it is. We just said how a death could change things. Thankfully, he went out to the ledge, so he get. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's not where he would rather start at this point.
I think he'd probably rather start at the original entrance to the dungeon, because now he has to walk all the way back over. We get to see what's in this chest. Oh, just a big key. So that means there's chests to explore. 2 items in desert. Oh, there's the second one, so now he just needs to go finish the boss.
Mysticum, I believe, has already seen the boots on the ledge. Either way, he's going to be happy when he gets there.
Looks like Moon made good use of his mirror, teleporting back to the entrance so he can just go directly to the boss. Good choice.
Yeah, that's the second time he's been smart about using that mirror. Gave him a big advantage using it in the escape sequence.
Yeah, that early game execution can often establish that early lead, which can eventually lead to a win. So, an early mirror just makes for that all the more true.
So with Fire Rod, Lane more than it would otherwise. Butter Sword as well, though, does a ton of damage, and it's a lot easier to hit them with. So we'll see what... I think that was Sankart Mysticum just found.
Yes, it looks like it because it gave him a full heal, so that's actually hugely advantageous for him. It's like Mysticum may not have been counting his item count though, so he's going to check the big chest. So we're gonna see what's in there. Probably just compass or map. Just map.
BadmoonZ opted to go sword only for Landmolas. Gets a 3 cycle.
It's the compass. So that's nice.
He's going to save and quit out of there. Yeah, Mysticum also not using the mirror. I mean, he did feel like he needed to check that big chest, I guess.
He may not have been counting his items, or may not know how many items are in each dungeon, so wasn't sure if he had them all or not. Looks like Moon is about to go check the bump rocks, which are often missed by many runners, so it's a good thing he's going to check those now.
We have no idea which dungeons are pendant dungeons. We just know there's 3 of them in the Dark World. Also, when I tried to update the tracker to show the Light World ones were crystals, the tracker started acting really weird. So just a note to tracker Guy Fiesel. Okay, cool. Looks like that's been fixed.
Now marked as a crystal, so okay, so that's perfect. Oh, Mysticum about to fight Landmolas, and Moon just got his duck. So
Swag Duck. Fire Rod out for Mysticum. Manages to get one of those Landmolas on the first cycle. But other than that, it's getting bopped around. Now is to focus on defense. This is tough. The 8-way rocks come out of this thing when he bursts out of the ground, so that's why he needs to keep his distance.
looks like he made it okay, and Moon managed to get a red rupee from Bottle Boy, or from Net Boy usually, but looks like Moon is also going to pick up the powder in the library, so that's another fetch quest to get.
Big advantage Mysticum has going his way is he has been to Hobo, and that has earned him the hook shot. But BadmoonZ has a tempo advantage, I would say. He's just ahead in time and has checked a couple more places.
Looks like Moon is now going to go check Ice Palace. Hopefully he'll go check Hobo while he's over here. Not forget, which could then put him back in the lead, as long as he picks up the hook shot.
He does manage to dash safely to the ice cave. These crabs do 2 hearts of damage. Very lethal with this current low heart situation.
Just a bomb upgrade in the ice cave. Looks like Mysticum just picked up his powder. So.
Mysticum into the water. This is a good sign.
I mean, Moon in the water.
Right.
Moon in the water. Looks like he just checked the ledge. It was just 20 rupees, so nothing useful, but it looks like he will be hitting Hobo. So. And then Mysticum just got his swag duck. So.
I mean, with Moon Pearl, Titan's Mitts, Mirror, Fire Rod, it could be good to complete Ice Palace at this point. Not the first dungeon you want to go to, but the option's there.
I could definitely understand waiting on it. It's much more difficult without Canis Samaria. It's doable, but not fun. I missed what the pendant was for Misery Mire. Used to come look like he checked it, but I didn't quite see it. Oh, and Quake Medallion for Mysticum.
Could be handy. With 3 pendant dungeons of the Dark World, it's hard to say what the odds are that it will be useful.
We haven't seen a map yet to identify which ones are the pendant dungeons yet. Just an arrow upgrade in the checkerboard room.
BadmoonZ is using his hookshot to go to Eastern Death Mountain. While he's here, he might check some of the Dark World Death Mountain locations as well.
Looks like Mysticum is heading to Thieves Town. So we'll have to see what he finds there.
Mysticum checked these 5 chests earlier on, thanks to his early hookshot. Earned him the Bombos medallion, but not much else.
Ice Rod from the treasure chest game. Beautiful pickup this early on. If T-Rock is needed. We aren't sure which ones are needed in Dark World yet. Just another bottle in the staircase house. Looks like Moon is doing Dark World. Dark World Mountain.
Yeah, both players very active right now. Opening chests.
Just more hearts. Sea House, another easy place to miss, but often can have a good item. Just a heart this time. Extra health is not going to be complained about, though, I imagine, by the players.
That's right. So about time they got some love.
Oh, Cane of Samaria in the Dark World Death Mountain. That is a good find this early on. That would definitely open up Misery Mire if they have the right pendant, and that would open up Ice Palace, making it much easier to complete.
I think that was Mysticum a little short on rupees for the digging game.
Yes, I believe it is 80 rupees for the digging game. Well, it's only 30 for 30 for the chess game.
Alright, so our pendants are Darkness, Mire, and Swamp, I believe it was.
Yes, I believe so.
So I will get these marked off.
It's like not much too useful in the hookshot cave. Just a little bit more health, but not much else. Looks like there may have been something up on the ledge. We don't see that happen very often, but Moon saw something he liked. Didn't catch what it was, but we'll see. It's like Mysticum is taking the treasure chest to turn it in.
An oft neglected item.
Just rupees. He went over for rupees. Interesting.
Yeah, he has enough for Palace of Darkness. He's already been to King's Aura. Could just be potion money in a seed with a lot of deaths and still no mail. In fact, both players seem pretty intent on not doing Aghanim at this point, so they both know their chances of finding mail in a chest is halved because that blue mail is stuck there on the lumberjack ledge.
And it's quite possible for red mail to not even show up until Ganon's tower, so they may be out of luck. comes down to it. Ooh, just a green rupee. Fortunate. Looks like Moon just did a save and quit back to the sanctuary. We'll have to see where he goes.
So with Turtle Rock being required but not Mire, we know medallions are still relevant, but not as relevant. We also know Ice Rod is required now, so that was a good find for Mysticum.
Indeed. Looks like Moon is now going to hit up Thieves Town, so he should find Ice Rod soon. We're about to see what is in the blue chest for Mysticum. Oh, just a piece of heart. That's a shame. We'll have to see if he picks up Bombos while he's out here, since he is right next to it. Wouldn't be a bad choice.
You could also head over to Hype Cave.
Looks like Moon just picked up his Ice Rod, so that'll open up T-Rock. If he has the correct medallion. We have not seen the medallion for that yet.
Moon was over there. I wonder if he checked and we missed it.
To see if chat can let us know.
Mysticum also getting a check at Pendant Dungeons now, probably because he was considering going into Swamp. Now he knows it's a pendant. Will that make him reconsider?
Still
Got a
not
lot of
necessarily a
items
bad
left.
choice just because it's a pendant. It is 6 items possible in there. So sometimes it's just worth it to hit it up. Looks like Moon is going to hit up Thieves Town directly, which is a full 4 items to collect. Not a bad choice either. And it is a crystal, so it'll help him out. Looks like we're going to see Mysticum hit up Hype Cave.
Big thing here is the hammer. Moon doesn't have it, and assuming Thieves Down, he's not going to be able to check the big chest. So he's really hoping that's not an item in there.
Not much hype from Hype Cave, just half
Yeah.
magic, so...
I mean, that's pretty good, I guess, man.
Not necessarily
It's
the
not
item
hype.
you would want to get.
It's not the hammer. This is a sort of quirky seed to have all these other items, but not the hammer.
Indeed. If there happens to be an item in that big chest, Moon will have to come back. If he wants to see what's in the big chest, hopefully it's not anything big if he doesn't manage to get hammer in here.
Looks like Mysticum also thinking these down. First, he's going to check the bumper cave. He does have the cape, so he can get whatever he finds here.
We'll have to see if it's something useful. Could always be the hammer. It is a possibility with having all the prerequisites, so that could end up giving him a lead that he needs.
Oh, getting hit for so much damage from those birds and those enemies.
Oh,
He is going to
he's taken
die
down.
just pixels before seeing what is on that ledge. Denied precious knowledge. Meanwhile, BadmoonZ using that powder in Thieves Down to refill his health. Very smart. That death really sucks for Mysticum. It looks like he's got the net and he's got some bottles and he's tired
Some
of
safety
dying.
fairies. Safety fairies are always a good choice this early on with this little health and green mail. Can't blame him for the choice.
See if he decides to head back to that ledge.
Little murder dactyls can get you very early on just because of green mail. These things are very evil. I've died many a time to them.
Moon's getting hit by some spikes in Thieves Town. This enemy conspiring against him. The anti-fairy comes in to save the day. Tried to gobble it up with the net there, but
Oh, not quite.
Mysticum is going back to the ledge. He's armed with fairies, but he'd obviously rather not use them, so he's going to go left and try to avoid those birds this time.
Just a rupee. Makes that last death not quite as worth it. The murder dactyl's trying to get... And, oh, that was
Sick.
close.
No hammer or bow, with pendants being mire.
Hammer or bow
swamp.
cannot be on Master Sword pedestal because both hammer and bow are needed to complete Palace of Darkness.
Mhm.
And it being a pendant dungeon makes it impossible for them. It would be a possibility for
A medallion.
medallion to be there. But we'd have to see what Misery Mire's pendant is to determine that. It's a possibility. Not likely, but a possibility. Looks like Moon is taking some damage from blind. Oh, gets it anyways. Mysticum's sitting with one heart. Needs to be a little bit careful, but he's going for the King's Grave. We'll have to see what he picks up in there.
He's maybe placed it in a bad spot. We'll see if he ends up getting forced into it. Finds the shovel down there.
Another
Whoever
fetch
dug
point.
out this grave just left it there and took off.
Not a very good grave digger, I'd say. Oh, he gets mirror bonked back. Left it. Try and warp back in again. Maybe making some sword swings in frustration.
3-hour seat? I don't think so. Basically 2 required items missing for
Both
Moon.
players are close to go mode. Looks like Moon is going to turn in the breadsmiths, and then probably the treasure chest. Looks like Mysticum just booked up the mirror shield, so that's some more defense.
Just a little bit more. Mostly for those mimics. So Moon does not have the hammer, but he can use the mirror to get to the other side of this peg. And he has the powder, so he's going to be checking this back cave item.
Mysticum picking up some more safety fairies. Doesn't want to take an unnecessary death again. Just bombs from the bat.
You can't check the hammer pegs, and we already know the blacksmith and the purple chest are both duds. But Moon doesn't, so I'm sure he's going to go... No, he's out of there.
Oh, Mysticum picking up the hammer from the shovel. That could give him lead somewhere else.
That's pretty big. He's down a crystal. But with the hammer, he's got no reason not to do Thieves Town right now.
Indeed.
And that's a tricky find. Not everyone thinks, you know what, I should drop everything and head to King's Tomb. And when they find the shovel, they don't immediately go, well, now I need to go figure out what this leads to.
Fetch quest items can often be tricky like that. So it makes it a great find for him. It could end up giving him the lead he needs. We'll have to see if it pays off. Interestingly enough, I believe it is possible for Bo to be in Palace of Darkness still. As weird as it would be, it is a possibility as long as there's a key on the first chest giving them access to further in the dungeon so they don't have to go right side.
So Mysticum is heading into Thieves Town, and Moon is heading into Skull Woods. He's got the fire rod. It's a crystal. Makes sense. King of Samaria was on Dark Death Mountain.
Which which Mysticum still has not checked. So Mysticum is still missing the Cane of Samaria, which could make Ice Palace take longer if Mysticum doesn't think to go up and check there beforehand. Looks like Moon is not thinking about the fact that he has the Cane of Samaria to hit the switch, so taking the long route with the statue.
Having to
the
dodge
best of us.
the floor master as well. I don't think I saw either player go to Hookshot Cave.
I believe Moon did, but there wasn't anything useful in there. Just a heart piece and some rupees.
Oh, he must have, because he went to the top to check that item on the little island.
Yes. Yes. So Moon went up there when he checked Dark Mountain, but there wasn't anything useful there. So,
Still
unfortunate.
a lot of potential there that Mysticum will want to check. So I anticipate he shouldn't leave Dark Death Mountain for too much longer. And he should find the King of Samaria while he's there.
Moon
But
using
the
post.
likelihood of... Oh, yeah, magic situation. He did not have the half magic that Mysticum has.
Moon has not hit up Hype Cave to get the magic, so he's gonna have to do the poke strats with oh, it looks like he might use the bee on Mothula. Because Butter Sword itself cannot harm Mothula with a swing, it has to be a poke.
Well, in Randomizer, they have changed that so the Butter Sword swing does
Oh, they
tempered
did
sword
change
damage.
it. Okay, that's
He is
good.
taking a lot of damage in this fight, though. I think he's got safety fairies.
I don't remember.
We'll find out.
Oh no, he doesn't. He's got to work his way all the way back in.
Oof.
It's not too far to go, but still not fun.
He's also down a B. He was really counting on that to help him out.
And he's got no magic. He might end up not realizing he doesn't have magic and have to go back out. Unless he's able to get perfect. Perfect fire rod. I think he's got to do 3 fire rod shots at this point. Not sure if he knows how to do that strat. Oh, and grabbed by the wall master.
Before he could pick up the magic.
Looks like he did a wall pull in frustration. I feel for him.
Yeah. Normally these Gibdos have a really high chance to drop a full magic decanter, but the prize packs get randomized, so not quite the case. It means that you can get into some odd magic crunch situations like Moon has found himself in.
Looks like Mysticum is going to fight blind now. We'll have to see how he does. He does have the mirror shield, making it much easier fight. Just got to kind of defend against the fireballs and everything.
He's also got the half magic and the cape, and he's got it.
Oh,
Ooh, neglects
took a
to use
death.
it.
But he does have safety fairies, so it was a good choice on his part to go pick up some safety fairies. Making use of them. Oh, and going directly for the cape strats following that death. I can't blame him on that.
Canceling the cape at exactly the wrong moment.
Unfortunately.
He says, no, all right, just keeping it on now for this. Does get blind down. That's going to be a crystal for him. Moon's looking good on magic, but he's taken a couple hits, and he's obviously not too, well versed with this Mothula fight. Showing good knowledge at using the... Oh yeah, get that fairy. Powder the wrong way. Can you get it?
Oh no.
Not
he
in
got
time.
bunnied. Those bunny beams can be very tricky to get fairies because as soon as they start moving, you can't fairy them anymore. You gotta get them quick, or else you lose them. He's gonna take another shot at Mothula. He's gonna use the fire rod this time. Looks like Mysticum's about to hit up the pigs, so we will see what he gets in there.
Chat pointing out a good point that Mysticum had the hammer when he was in Thieves' Town. Oh, this Mothula fight is not going well. Trying to play defensively at this point, but
Oh,
that
he
is
takes
so
another
hard
death.
to do.
Looks like
in this
Mysticum's
fight.
just seeing a heart piece in the peg room, so nothing too big. We are still missing the bow on both players. We have not seen it yet. Moon is just having a rough time with Mothula. Probably a little frustrated at this point. Mysticum hitting up the... Ooh, a full decanter. If he does this right, he'll pick it up after he's shot the fire. Looks like he did. Oh, and he shoots it while he's still filling, so he gets a full decanter. Good choice.
Alright, now get this fairy. Get it.
Oh, and he misses again.
Okay, so he's in a bad heart situation, but he's got that fire rod. Now, he has the option here to just take a dive and go at Mothula with full magic and try to get that fairy and then have both. Or he can try to end it now by going ham with that fire rod. Doesn't want to use it, and he had a couple shots. Okay, he was worried about spike damage nullifying his damage. Definitely a solid hits. Oh, knocked into the spikes.
So close. I think he needed 1 or 2 more hits. He's having just a tough time, but this is giving Mysticum a chance to catch back up from the lead that Moon had initially established. Looks like Mysticum is going up to Dark Death Mountain, where he will find Cane of Samaria. And then he will probably check the Hookshot Cave, which we know has nothing, but he doesn't know that yet.
That cane's going to be pretty big for him. That's the only real advantage Moon has over him. Once I remember to mark off the Thieves' Town crystal.
There goes Mysticum with the Cane of Samaria and picking up some rupees. Moon
Did he
committed
get
to
the fairy this
fight.
time? Looks like he didn't.
I didn't see him pick it up. He's just trying to commit to this fight. Trying to just finish off Mothula. Getting those nice early swings.
This is a
nice
good pattern. Hitting her into the spikes, not doing any damage.
Ooh,
Developers
one
didn't
more
want you
hit
to
and
kill
he's
this
dead.
boss.
Oh, he takes another death. Mysticum taking a fall in the Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, he landed enough hits to kill that boss. The problem is the developers didn't want you hitting the boss into the spikes and killing them that way. So spikes do 0 damage, and they will overwrite whatever damage you did to Mothula.
Looks like Moon is going to check out what's at Master Sword Pedestal, so we get a chance to see.
It's the red boomerang.
Oh,
I had to take a moment to decipher just what that meant.
trying to figure that one out. It's like, I've never seen that before.
It's the Master Rang.
Oh, man.
Sadly, not a high priority.
Oh,
And
so
he's done. He's had it with this Mothula fight. Or is he just going right back in?
going right back in.
No
Just thinking he might be
fairies, no
going
nothing?
to pick up some potions or something before he tried it again, but I think he's a little bit tilted right now. Just wants to win.
It could be. Mysticum's been playing very safe. Both of them have not been dealing well with this green male low heart situation, but Mysticum's kind of recognized that limitation of his and is making up for it. He's being very diligent with safety items like the cape and fairies. And Badmoon, not so much. Pterodactyl's doing it. Oh, dodging. All right, he had to kill the bird, but that left him open to a spear, so he's down to 1.5. He did check that bumper cave item, and he is heading over to the right. So chances are pretty good here. He's going to end up checking King's Tomb. That's going to lead him to the shovel, which is going to lead him to the hammer that he so sorely needs. Mysticum opening Turtle Rock with Quake.
Interesting choice at this point. we will have to see what he finds in there. He's not in go mode, and that is a pain to clear out entirely. But there is 5 chests in there, so it's not necessarily the worst choice, but not really the choice I would make at this point. Still missing bow. Might have tried, even though it is a pendant dungeon, I might have tried swamp first, just because it is 6 and still has a good opportunity to have a lot of items, especially with getting hookshot so early and the availability of it.
Moons has indeed mirrored to grave. He is going to find that key item. That was Mysticum's biggest advantage. So now Mysticum has the cane and BadmoonZ just one dig away from finding that hammer. Both players' advantages kind of about to go away.
Rapidly shrinking, becoming about the same in terms of items and crystals. Well, they are the same in crystals, but they're about to be the same in terms of items. It's like Mysticum got early single key and big boss key, so he may be deciding what to do now. Also of note, neither player has the lamp, so we will have to see if Mysticum knows the dark room of Turtle Rock, if he attempts that.
It's also really low on hearts.
I believe he still has a safety, at least one safety fairy though. So that could play out in his advantage. Looks like Moon is finally going to pick up the chest. Not a bad choice to wait until now. Oh, but I don't think he hit the pegs. So he may have to.
Did he actually get the hammer yet?
No, he did not get the hammer yet. Never mind. Correction.
Down to half a heart in the Poke room. This is pretty dangerous stuff here. Mysticum's going to try to finish it with a spin, and he does, and gets hit by the slime. Are you? Oh man, I guess that's probably a bot. Huh?
But still, I would not want to use a safety fairy on there.
No, after surviving that deadly Poke, to lose your last heart to a slime. All right, Chomps do big damage here. He has 8 hearts, so he can actually only get hit once without dying. Being very cautious, does take that one hit, can't take another. Got the chest, can he get out of there? He can. Also, that heart container allowed him to take another hit, so that would have been the clutchest heart container ever if he had got hit. Is he going to powder these anti-fairies? Yes, he is. No, he's not. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. He's having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't want to mess with the Poke, because it starts moving faster once you start attacking it. BadmoonZ with shovel on his mind has headed to the digging game. You don't actually need the shovel to do the digging game, but all the same.
Seems like he's just doing it all the same, all in one go. We'll have to see if he... Oh, no. You need to go do the actual dig.
So Mysticum manages to snipe, grabs one fairy to refill his health, and nets the other. He's got 2 and another empty bottle, so he's not done yet.
Looks like he's got 3 fairies now. Safety fairies. Not a bad choice. He's gonna try and get the other Poke now. Oof. Getting bunny beamed in the process though. Oh, it looks like BadmoonZ did actually hit up the digging initially, and so he picked up the hammer as well. Need to update the tracker.
That's pretty good for him, being able to combo the items here with the peg. Mysticum down to 6 hearts. Yeah, he's not. He's gonna want to pick up a fairy before he goes. One for the road. Come here.
Oh.
Almost hit by the laser. Okay.
He looks like he got one with no magic left to spare. Looks like chat may be hoping for Trinex to have bow. It is a possibility. We are not sure yet. So Mysticum may end up finding the bow. That would make this a very interesting seed.
Yeah, the early play would be fantastic if he ended up having the bow. In an earlier race, Mysticum felt like he was behind, and that caused him to go to Palace of Darkness, and I think it was a pendant dungeon. So it was like a gamble play. He knew his opponent was very unlikely to go there, so he said, if there's an item there that I can get that my opponent can't, that's going to give me the advantage I need to get back in this race. And it ended up paying off. He didn't end up winning the race, but it was actually an incredibly smart play. So I wonder if this early Turtle Rock play is in the same vein as that. Managed to block that laser before turning around.
Moon is finally hitting up Hype Cave where he will get his half magic, which may lead us to seeing him go back in to fight Mothula again with half magic, making it a little bit easier. Looks like Mysticum's gonna hit up the
Mimic Cave here.
Mimic Cave. There we go.
The ROM hack room that no one's ever seen before. I'm gonna use this hammer. I think you can also just bombos all these guys, but he's out of magic, so hammer gonna have to.
You can also just actually hit him with your sword, and they will die. Not sure that Mysticum's aware of that though. So just hammering away.
What is it? What is it?
Oh, just a heart piece. The hype was too real.
For Bad Moon as well. Just a heart piece in the purple chest. Not what he wanted to see. Is he gonna go check Bombo's tablet? He is.
Oh, chat is making a good point. We're not sure what medallion is required for Misery Mire, but there is the possibility of Misery Mire holding the bow, which would be extremely trolly.
Yeah, pendant Misery Mire.
And that would just be rough.
So Mysticum approached the big chest there and didn't have enough magic to use the Cane of Samaria to get him across, so he had to drink his green potion.
Seems like he forgot that he had hookshot and could have just hookshotted directly across, but that's okay. Drinking a green potion now isn't gonna hurt him. Opens up a bottle for him that he can fill with another fairy, so. Looks like Moon is just opting to head to Ice Palace, maybe? Yes, I think Moon is deciding to head to Ice Palace. See what he can find there. He does have all the required items, so it's not a bad choice.
It is a crystal. The only thing... we got Mysticum in the dark here. He's got enough fairies to tank these hits. So he might just want to stick to his normal route through the room and tank the hits if he's uncomfortable doing it in the dark. I think you kind of just face right until you face down and left. So I think he's good here.
Ooh, looks like he messed up something somewhere.
Where's he going? This is bad. This is bad.
Oh. Moon getting the big key very early in Ice Palace. Still not in go mode though, so he is gonna have to check the rest of the chests. Oh, and he walks off because he held left too long.
No, but you don't have the visual cue of where the edge of the platform is, so he...
Such a difficult room without that visual cue. It is a very difficult one, not fun to play with.
So BadmoonZ is into Ice Palace here.
Oh, okay, he made it the second time. Just had a little bit of difficulty the first time.
Yeah, once you get ripped is when that gets really bad.
Oh. Moon trying to do a perfect Stalphalos room. Messing it up just a little bit. Just a little bit too early with his pot throw, so he didn't manage to get it perfect. He's moving into the conveyor belt room.
Mysticum setting that checkpoint by leaving and re-entering the dungeon.
Looks like Moon is opting not to use the bomb jump. I'm not sure if he knows how to do it or not. But he has to check all the chests anyway, so it's not necessarily a bad choice. Mysticum not finding much of use in this BMOS room. Or not BMOS room, but the IB room.
Map and compass.
So it looks like he's going to have to fight Trinix to find out what They have. I believe he is still missing one item. I haven't actually been counting though.
He's gonna want to do it anyway for the crystal.
Very true, very true. Hadn't thought about that.
BadmoonZ. This ice palace, if you're in go mode, is quite a bit shorter than if you're exploring it for chests. So if possible, you don't want to come here looking for items, but eventually you run out of places and it becomes a thing you have to do.
Yes. It is only 3 items, but it takes a while to find all 3 items oftentimes. Makes it a very big pain in the butt to go searching for items. It's much like Meyer, which only has 2, and you spend a while looking for them. So, but it could be a gamble that ends up paying off. We will have to see. It's a very close race still. Just about anybody's. I'd say Mysticum is slightly in the lead, but that lead can change at a moment's notice in this game.
It's kind of all coming down to where the bow is.
Whoever finds Bo first may just end up winning this. Both of them decided to do slightly risky dungeons. Mysticum doing T-Rock early, and Moon deciding to do Ice Palace early.
Alright, Mysticum's into this Trinex fight. Switching rods before delivering the final hit, because you cannot switch items while these heads are exploding. Misses that last hit there, but does get the fire rod shot before it breathes ice and lags the game, puts ice on the floor. Not a good time.
No, never is. Too much lag.
Missed the opening 2 spins, but this cape is going to give him some mileage. It does run out eventually, and he does get the last hit. Using that cape just as long as he needed. Just a piece of heart.
But it does net him another crystal, so that puts him 1 crystal ahead. Moon will soon get his 4th crystal as well, so we will have to see. This being crystal 7 for Mysticum, so that doesn't open up double-chested fairy. I didn't catch which ones were 5 and 6, so I'm not sure. But it is also a possibility that, depending on the dungeons, double-chested fairy could have the bow too.
So Mysticum has crystal 5, I noticed.
We're still missing 6.
Back to the fairy cave.
Safety strats for the win.
All full up. Rolling with 4 fairies.
Let's see. Looks like Mysticum may be heading to Skull Woods. Which we know he won't find the bow there, but there is another crystal there, so it makes it a good choice. Looks like Moon just picked himself up a fairy for safety. He is making sure to use Cane of Samaria, saving himself some time, not having to backtrack all the way around. We're about to see Moon fight the Cotton Candy.
Cold Stare is his name, but yes, Cotton Candy is more appropriate, I think.
Totally forgot the boss's name. I'm gonna lie.
He's gonna open it with Bombos, so he is gonna have quite a bit of magic left over for the fire rod if he chooses to go that route. It's a little slower than using the sword spin and corralling them into the corner, but if you miss that sword spin, they go all over the place. And we've seen he's had a little trouble with boss fights, especially low on hearts. He's got that fairy, but this is still bad. Down to 2 hearts, can't get hit by anything now, including the falling ice. Very close to getting hit diagonally. Another diagonal shot pegs him in the back. That's going to be 1 death. Fairy's going to revive him. Is he going to switch to this fire rod?
No, looks like he's sticking with the gold butter sword. Oh, and he gets Cold Stare. He was only a few hits off. Oh, and there's the lamp. That could be hugely helpful if Moon does not know how to do the Dark Rooms. It looks like Mysticum has shown that he knows how to do at least one of the Dark Rooms. I'm not sure if he knows how to do the other two, but the other two being in pendant dungeons makes it unnecessary. So he might not even, we might not ever see them. That still could be helpful for Moon.
Yeah, the thing about the dark rooms is even when you can do them, you're gonna lose time in them. Even the best people will lose some time. Most people will lose kind of a lot of time. They will get through it. They usually save more time than if they had gone looking for the lantern. But it's certainly significantly slower than if you have it. So finding that lantern could be a pretty big deal because both players are very close. It could come down to the difference of a minute or so.
Looks like it was Bombos for Meyer, so the last pendant is not required. So that's unfortunate. But at least we won't have to see them go looking for that. Ether will not be necessary, so they're just missing Bow for Go mode. Looks like Mysticom is working his way right in to get to Mothula. Should be there very soon.
Moon's going to be checking the checker cave. Not going to find anything useful. Mysticum, unlike Moon, is detouring around for some chests here in Skull Woods. It's going to get 300 rupees. That's potion money. Not bad to have. Takes one hit from the fire bar. But with all those fairies, half magic.
Looks like Moon is moving back into Skull Woods as well. Probably coming back for revenge on Mothula with a few more hearts and half magic. Hoping to get something. Ooh, taking an odd route in. But guess if it's the way he wants to work it. Oh, he's going for the big chest, trying to see if there's something else in there. Don't believe Mysticum hit the big chest, but chat can correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, just a small key, nothing too useful.
Alright, Mysticum's first crack at Mothula. Let's see what he has in store. First couple hits looked good.
Being careful to not hit him on the spikes. Oh, and he goes down just like that. That was quick. Not having too much trouble. Looks like just mapped for Mothula, but that is another crystal. Moon should be getting there soon to get that final crystal.
Mothula round 2. Well, not 2. I guess Mothula revisited for Bad Moon. Fully stocked on magic. Has the half magic upgrade. I think he's got a couple more hearts. And well, he used that fairy on Cold Store. I forget what his fairy situation is. He'll probably try to restock right here.
No,
nope.
He's just going directly for it. I believe he is out of fairies though, so he may try to be careful. Looks like Mysticum is also checking the big chest. May not have kept accurate count of his item count. So he's trying to find out if the big chest has an item for him either.
Moon just barely dodging the Wallmaster before getting into the fight. He's landed, I think, 2 good hits. 4 good, no, obviously not 4. The boss would be dead, but very close to defeating this boss. Fire Rod, please. Floor it, knocking him into the corner. Why can he not get this hit?
Death. Mothula is a very difficult fight to fight against, keeping in mind that the longer the fight goes on, the more the spikes will move, making it a very big pain in the butt to deal with. You want to get rid of them as fast as you can, but that's a lot dependent on RNG, unfortunately.
He did so much potential damage to that boss. I saw, I think, 5 Butter Sword hits, at least 2 Fire Rod hits. It should take 4 Butter Sword swings. And maybe as many Fire Rod shots, maybe 6.
I believe it's 6 fire rod shots.
Yeah.
Fire rod does count the same as, if I'm correct, it counts the same as tempered sword damage, which is only takes a little bit more in terms of damage than the butter sword. Mysticum was trying to pick up the bunny beam, but it started moving before he could. Looks like he's gonna retry it. Oh, nope, bunny beam's gone. Oh, he took a death. That may have been an intentional death.
I think it was. I think he does not want to do this without a fairy. Mysticum finally detouring for the ice cave.
Not sure where else to check for the bow. I can't blame him. Many players will put off the ice cave for a long time because it is so far out of the way, but he's struggling to figure out where that bow is.
If it's not in a dungeon, I'm trying to think of what overworld locations have they not checked. I don't think they've checked Catfish.
I don't remember them checking Catfish. Oh, looks like Mysticum's opting to go to Ice Palace as well. I don't remember them checking Catfish, but I believe they've checked most other overworld locations. Looks like Mysticum's checking to make sure it's not on the ledge. He may not do Ice Palace right now. He may opt out to do something else. Looks like Mysticum does have crystals 5 and 6, so double-chested fairy is an option. So I'm guessing that Skull Woods was the 6th pendant, or 6th crystal, because he did not have it before. But he may check double-chested fairy. That is always an option.
I think the green pendant was Meyer. Wait, have they not checked the hospital items yet? I think without the bow, they've been avoiding this area. Has it really been here this whole time?
Oh, Moon taking another death. Just heart, 2 hearts and a bloomerang. Hasn't been
Fairy
there.
gonna give BadmoonZ more life. A second shot.
Oh, and he gets it. He finally gets it. Gets his revenge. So he will just pick up his 5th crystal, being crystal 6, which opens up double-chested fairy for him as well. Oh, they haven't checked Spike Cave. Chat is letting us know. So they haven't checked Spike Cave. They haven't checked Palace of Darkness or Swamp Palace. They haven't checked Misery Mire. All those 3 being pendant dungeons, but it is an option for it to be in any of those 3 dungeons. So we may be seeing them go into them soon.
They could also gamble and head into Eastern Palace without the bow.
Just
and hope
hoping
that it's in there. Maybe they have not checked Pyramid. Shovel was in King's Tomb.
Oh, I don't remember them checking Pyramid. You might be right. Because they haven't done Aghanim, they may have just forgotten about Pyramid. It is very easy to forget it if you opt not to do Aghanim, or don't have to do Aghanim. So they may just have totally forgotten. We will have to see if someone ends up going there. Moon may be going to check Sahasrara and Eastern now. We'll have to see.
Mysticum once more glancing at the map, getting a feel for which pendants are which. The green pendants in Mire. Not as many items as Swamp, though, I think, even adding the extra green pendant item.
No. Mire only has 2, and then you add the green pendant item and you'd be up to 3. But it is a long navigation. Oh, looks like Mysticum is going to go double-chested fairy, so we will get to see what is in there. So,
while he's there, he should also see Pyramid item, or at least think that he should check it. And he may also decide to head to Catfish from there as well.
It is an option. Looks like Moon just opting to pick up Sahasrara and not checking Eastern Palace, not trying to see if the bow is in there. Moon is going up to the Death Mountain, maybe thinking he forgot something.
Or maybe going to Turtle Rock like Mysticum did.
That is another option.
Oh, Mysticum forgetting he does not have The Aghanim Dark Portal.
It's a rough thing to forget. It's gonna take him a little bit longer on routing, but it's not too much of an addition. It's just a lot of times if you play the vanilla, you forget that you haven't fought Aghanim, or even just a lot of randomizers. The randomizers all tend to blend together.
Yeah, you have this thing that's just like, this is what you do with the Super ROM. You get it, and then you go here, and then you go here, and then you go here, and then you just walk through this thing, and you're in the Dark World. And you follow that same pattern, and then you walk through the thing, and it doesn't happen. But he has managed to get there now. He's dropping it off. BadmoonZ was not checking Spike Cave, which we know he has not checked. He is going to Turtle Rock.
Oh, just a heart piece on Pyramid, so nothing useful. We are still missing that bow. Ah, that has got to be frustrating for both players. Just missing the bow for Coal Mode.
All right, chest left, nothing. Chest
Oh,
right,
and
bow.
bow! Mysticum has just entered Go Mode. He just needs to rush dungeons now. That is an unfortunate place for that to be. Oh man.
The BadmoonZ doing Turtle Rock. His big advantage over Mysticum at this point is the dungeon he's done is well, I guess so. If he had done some other dungeon, it would be kind of equal. Mysticum did Turtle Rock, so BadmoonZ is able to go Turtle Rock Ganon if he had not done it now. Whereas Mysticum could have done Ice Palace as fast as possible because he is in Go Mode. But BadmoonZ has gone to Turtle Rock. So advantage Mysticum, I would say.
Yes, being able to rush Ice Palace right after Eastern will make it much faster. If Moon does not discover the bow soon after he finishes Turtle Rock, he's going to fall further and further behind very quickly.
That is correct, Sonic. No pendant dungeons required. Don't even need to visit them.
It's been interesting. Oftentimes, the pendant dungeons are required to at least be visited. Oh, Mysticum almost getting the mini Staphylos room perfectly, but missing the one. So just one spawn, not too bad. Mysticum got the big key very quick. So Eastern Palace is gonna fall fast.
BadmoonZ into this chain chomp room. This is pretty scary stuff. I can't remember what his fairy situation is, but he's definitely not had as many as Mysticum. That's going to be one hit.
Oh,
There's two.
He's got one heart left.
Luckily, there is an anti-fairy waiting for him here at the bottom of these stairs. But if he went straight down those stairs, he probably would have got hit. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that was
Okay.
close.
Pretty sure even with green mail, they only do half a heart. But
oh, chat is bringing up a good point. Neither player has silvers, so I'm not sure if either of them know how to do silver strats. I haven't seen either of them do it. It is a possibility that they know. If they don't, they may be spending some time looking for silvers. It is possible for silvers to be in Ganon's Tower, but that's still a long trek and a lot of checking just for silvers.
yeah, it's there's a lot of chests in Ganon's Tower for the big key. So assuming you don't get the big key right away, there's a number of chests that you're going to end up checking there.
There is 22 possible chests in Ganon's Tower in the lower area, so it could be anywhere in there, and then there's a couple upstairs that it could be in as well. So
In addition,
it'll be interesting to see.
not finding the silver arrows, and you really need them, you could head to Ganon, fight your way through the first 3 phases, and have him point you in the right direction.
It is an option, but it would take a while.
That's
It is also
Armos
possible
down.
that Catfish has them. No one has checked Catfish.
And we also know it could be Spike Cave.
Also another possibility. The greatest difficulty is if it happens to be in one of those light or dark world locations. Ganon will just say, did you find him in the light world or did you find him in the dark world? Which then leaves you going, where did I miss?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, whereas if it's in a dungeon, they'll tell you which dungeon it is in specifically. So, could be interesting. So, Mysticum heading directly to Ice Palace. If he knows the bomb jump, this could be a very, very quick dungeon.
He's going to get the lantern at the end of this, but I don't think it's going to help him with anything he has left to do. BadmoonZ still trucking through Turtle Rock here. They've got some more hearts, finally. They're into the teens.
Finally getting a little bit healthy. Just took a while. Oh, looks like Mysticum got a very quick big key, but big key is not necessarily... It's not necessary if you know how to bomb jump for Ice Palace. So... We'll have to see if he knows how to bomb jump.
I feel like he probably does. We'll find out for sure. BadmoonZ taking this left route in this elevator room. It's a little slower, but you get hit by one less fire bar.
You will take a death. Oh, Mysticum making very quick work of those Staphylos, making it look very easy. That is a difficult trick if you have not practiced it. A lot of these runners will make it look super easy.
Pegs down, no bomb jump, so he is going to have to... well, he has that big key, so with the King of Samaria, this is not too bad.
It still requires a little bit of backtracking, though, unfortunately, because it does mean he has to go a bit further in to find the switch to switch it back so that he can backtrack back up. So, could take a little while.
Opportunities for fairies here for BadmoonZ. Doesn't want him. I don't know if that's because he's confident or if he's full. Either way, hitting into the Trinix fight. Did not switch to Fire Rod before exploding the head. Gonna have to do it after. Can he get it? Yep.
Oh, just barely missing because he's getting hit. Okay, he managed to get it quick. Only a 2 cycle. Mysticum making very quick work of the Ice Palace. Heading right into Cold Stare. Should be over very quickly, and then he just has to head up to Ganon's tower. Moon's early lead falling behind very, very fast.
Yep, he does not find that bow. Was Turtle Rock one of the 5th or 6th crystals?
Turtle Rock was Crystal 7.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I was like, wait, do you actually have to do Turtle Rock to unlock Fat Fairy to get the bow? No, not quite that trolly, but...
No, not that bad. I believe 5th was Tower of Hera, and then Skull Woods was 6th. So.
Mysticum opting for Cape over Fire Rod here in the Cold Stare fight.
Not a bad choice. Safety strats are always valid. Looks like BadmoonZ is heading for Spike Cave, so we will have to see what he gets in there. Because neither player has hit this room yet. So if it happens to be the Silver Arrows, this could make a difference if Mysticum does not know how to Silverless Ganon. Nope, just a piece of heart. Not what Moon was looking for him, I imagine.
Yeah, he is running out of ways to get back in this.
Looks like Mysticum may be going to pick up the potion. At least one. Looks like just one potion. Got three safety fairies. Certainly loves fairies.
Well stocked and heading up to Ganon's tower. BadmoonZ, I was hoping was going to check Super Bomb, but it looks like no.
Maybe heading to Catfish, hoping that Catfish has what he needs, or he may be checking Pyramid, since Pyramid was not checked earlier by either player. So hopefully, when he sees the big crack in the wall, he thinks, "Oh, I can do Super Bomb." That's right. We will have to see.
Would have been nice if he had paired the Pyramid item check with the big bomb check. And at that point, you know, optimizations like that can really start to matter. He's behind quite a bit on time.
Mysticum may just very well be Tingle. Definitely loves his fairies. Okay, looks like BadmoonZ is heading up to Catfish, so we will have to see what Catfish has to offer.
Mysticum gets hung up on Silverless Ganon, and BadmoonZ finds him. Potential advantage there. But I mean, at the end of the day, he really just needs this bow.
Bow is the last thing needed. It's such a close race. Keeping in mind, Moon only has to do Eastern Palace once he finds the bow. He could still rush Eastern Palace very quickly. Oh, that's just Ether Medallion.
Huh.
Eastern Palace is a very quick dungeon, so it shouldn't take too long, but Moon is just falling so far behind. Not sure if he'll be able to recover.
Oh no, he's flying to 5. I'm pretty sure he's going to head into Eastern Palace looking for the bow there. He has forgotten about the Super Bomb, and this is going to cost him so big that unless Mysticum has a disastrous Ganon's Tower or Ganon, it's in the bag for him.
And now is your time to get your bets in for what chest you think the big key is going to be on. Oh, looks like there's a small key on the thing, so we won't get a chance to see Bob. But put your bets in for what chest you think the big key is going to be in for Ganon's Tower.
Probably shouldn't say 1, 2, or 3, because we've already checked those. Elgrinjeri 4. Very next chest.
Love to see.
4 coming up. If you said 4 through 7, this could be you.
Oh, there's 4.
Wow.
That was very quick. Mysticum's still looking. He may not know how to do Silverless. With him continuing to look, he's probably hoping for silver arrows at this point. Moon is
red
heading
mail.
to Palace of Darkness. Oh, it's not a bad choice. It's just
there's a lot of
knowing
items
what we
to
know. It's tough.
Yeah, if Mysticum had opened that big fairy chest, it did not find the bow. We would look at something like Palace of Darkness and be like, yeah, very smart, very solid choice.
Unfortunately, it's just we know that's not where it is. And watching him go into Palace of Darkness and just fall further and further behind gets difficult to watch.
Ganon does all the damage. The bats do 4. Cap and Moser had the same idea. And touching Ganon with green does 8?
I believe it is 8. Yeah,
I feel weird saying
extremely deadly.
8 hearts of damage. I can't believe anything does that much damage in this game, but touching Ganon.
The murder dactyls do about the same amount, it feels like oftentimes. Those things, you'll touch them and you'll just die. especially when they want to just chase you down. Looks like Mysticum is working his way into the gauntlet. Not having silver arrows, making it take a little bit longer. He could always switch to the fire rod, but he may not be thinking about that yet.
Yeah, he's got a lot of magic, so he has some to spare.
Moon is just missing the bow.
Yeah, that's been the story of this race. Kind of back and forth a little bit. Moon and at the end of the day, they started finding the items the other hadn't found. Both were missing the bow. Mysticum, the first one to find it in Fat Fairy's cave.
Oh, there was silver arrows. Bad Moon just found silver arrows in Palace of Darkness. If
That's
he can
at
just
least
find
something.
the bow.
Just something.
If he can just find the bow, he could manage to recover this if Mysticum doesn't know how to do silverless.
Land Mole is 2. A little messy for Mysticum. See if he can clean this up on the second phase. 1, 2. Fire rod shots? Nope, not going to go for it.
Not quite. Should be an easy third phase. Yep, third phase instant. Moon is now looking in Eastern Palace, hoping for the bow in here. Unfortunately, we know he will not find it there. It's not a bad choice, knowing what he knows. It's probably the choice I would make personally, but because double-chested fairy is just so easy to forget about. It's just unfortunate that he's not looking there. It's a bad time to forget it.
Yeah, there's really not too much to be said. Sometimes in Randomizer, you forget something, and sometimes that's enough to mean absolutely everything.
Indeed, but as they say, once you forget it, you'll never forget it again until you forget it. So, I'm sure Moon, as soon as he finds it, is gonna kick himself. He's just gonna be like, why didn't I look here sooner?
Mysticum kind of hesitating a little bit. He's going to go ahead and get these torches.
I'm sure Mysticum does not know how close this, how much of a lead he has. He probably thinks it's a lot closer. Having to think about, did my opponent find the bow sooner than I did? Did they know where it was and I just found it late? But where's my opponent? It is getting closer to the end of the match, being in Ganon's Tower. About that 1:30-minute mark, it starts becoming, a lot of people will start looking at the IRC going, where's my opponent? Where's the dot done? So.
Yeah, I definitely know he's the kind of player who is mindful about where his opponent is at and is willing to change his strategies based off of those guesses.
That has been seen. Looks like Mysticum is still looking for either those silver arrows or that, maybe even red mail. Oh, there's red mail. Red mail is in Ganon's Tower. That is fortunate to find.
That's going to make a world of difference on that Ganon fight. So that is absolutely not what BadmoonZ wanted.
No, it's not at all what he wanted. Moon's still having difficulty. Still can't find that bow.
Yeah, he went to Eastern. He was banking on it being there, if nowhere else in his mind, and we know that's not true. So where's he going? This would be the right place to go for Super Bomb.
Let's just hope it's what he's doing. It could also be the place to go for Swamp.
Yep, Swamp, not a bad place to check, especially if you haven't thought about Super Bomb.
With it being 6 items, it would be a choice I would often make. Yeah, it looks like he is going for Swamp. It is a choice many players would make, myself included, based on what he knows specifically. That is 6 items to grab with the ability to grab them all.
Yeah, this race pretty much decided at this point. Even if Mysticum needs to fight Ganon for the Ganon hint, which is, by the way, there's a question in chat. Someone answered it in chat as well, but I'll go ahead and say it. is just before the last phase of Ganon, where the silver arrows are intended to be required. Ganon will give you a hint if you haven't found them in the randomizer. He'll say, "Did you find the light arrows in blank?" And he'll say Palace of Darkness this time. If it's in the light world or dark world, he'll just say light world, dark world, and that's kind of ambiguous and annoying. But when it's in a dungeon, it's nice and specific. So even if Mysticum has to fight him all the way to the last phase, learn that the silvers are in Ganon's tower, or not Ganon, Eastern, in Palace of Darkness. He's not going in there without all his fairies. Are you kidding?
He's got
Mysticum.
He has 3 fairies and a blue potion. I thought he would go.
All right, then he's gonna top off here at the tree.
Oh, okay. He is going for a top off. Okay, I was curious to see. Mysticum has been Tingle for the match.
Yep. Kulu Limpa. So I think Mysticum has this, even if he needs to fight Ganon, learn the thing, get out, go to Palace of Darkness, find silvers there, and then come back. He still has enough time.
He may know how to do silverless. We will have to see.
Yeah, and then the whole point's moot. He pulled out the mirror, though. Okay, switching to Hookshot. Hookshot gives you invincibility frames while it's active. Then Ganon teleports on top of him. He's got the lantern out, so he's going for it.
Going for the torch glitch.
You want to make sure you hit Ganon right away during this phase so he doesn't spit out one of those fire bats.
Fire bats can be deadly. Hitting you, I believe, does 4. Okay, so he has seen that they are in the Palace of Darkness. Looks like he is going for silverless, though.
Yeah, he almost missed that torch glitch. Lighting the left torch before the right one goes out prevents the right one from ever going out. But he was too close to the torch, so Ganon sent the fire bat his way. Almost prevented him from lighting it when he needed to, but he did get it. That's going to help a lot. Silverless Ganon without torch glitch.
Oh, and
big pain in the butt.
Fall.
No! Bad idea to slash him there. Down to 1 heart. So now he's out of the fight. We'll see just how comfortable he is with silverless.
Man. Looks like he's teleporting away. Oh, and he gets mirror bonked.
I don't know if this is a play for more health or a play for the silver arrows.
Going to go grab the silver since he fell.
Bomb guard on the wall, preventing him from getting to the duck.
No, looks like he is just going for more health. He's probably worried about where his opponent is and thinking it may be extremely close. Not wanting to risk it. Just gonna go for the silverless.
What's he gonna do with his potions? Releasing the fairy, you're free. Thank you so much for your backup strats. Green potion refills there. Refills the empty bottle with the blue. He's got enough money for... Wait, does he? One more blue? Is it 160?
It's 160. He needs 6 more rupees, so he can't quite get that. Looks like Chad has a question about the strat for Silverless Ganon. So, for Silverless Ganon, in order to get it, you have to light the torches, and then right as Ganon is teleporting, you have to hit him with a spin attack. It is very tricky because Ganon will be invulnerable otherwise. He will just turn into the blue form where you would usually hit him with the silver arrow. But as long as you hit him as he is teleporting, you can damage him and finish it. Okay. Zero Rush correcting me. Yes, you can hit him with a regular attack. It's just a lot harder and does less damage. I wasn't aware of that. I only knew you could do the spin attack.
Yeah, Master Sword has to spin to do anything to Ganon.
Yeah, because Master Sword has to spin to qualify at least as a Tier 3 attack. Tier 2 attacks are not accepted because the vanilla game, I guess, just didn't expect you to ever make it there with Master Sword.
Isticum heading to Palace of Darkness after all.
Looks like he is gonna go for silvers. Or no, he may be going.
Oh, you know what? He doesn't have
Oh,
the
he doesn't
Aghanim.
have. That's right. I forgot he didn't have the Aghanim thing. He has to go all the way around. That is unfortunate. BadmoonZ still looking for that bow, having great difficulty finding it. Still trying to hunt out swamp and finish it. Unfortunately, we know it's not there, but he does not know that, so he's trucking through. Can't blame him for the choice. He's just hoping to find bow somewhere. He's probably getting nervous about where his opponent is at this point too, wondering if his opponent has found bow at this point or not.
Yeah, at the 150 mark. Without the bow. BadmoonZ is for sure sweating right now. Mysticum probably not feeling too great himself after falling to Ganon.
It's gotta be very nerve-wracking knowing that it came down to one item being in a difficult location. Oof. Slightly wrong. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the silverless. It is a difficult strategy to use if you have not practiced it.
It's too early on these spins.
I don't think he's practiced it very much. It does come down to, I believe it's around 2 frames of like perfect timing. So it can be a very tricky strat to do.
Alright, he's getting some hits now.
He's figuring it out as he goes. Looks like Moon is working on Argus right now. I'm hoping for the bow. Just a red rupee. That is unfortunate. Fortunately, he does have plenty of fairies and blue potions, so I don't think he's worried too much about it.
He opted to use that blue potion before letting the fairy give him the refill. Fairies are, more replenishable than the blue potions, especially when he's a little shy of buying another potion.
Thinking he just wants to finish it at this point, though. He's hoping he can just finish it and be done. Imagine he's got to be thinking that his opponent must be close to finishing. If he doesn't get it now, he's probably worried he's going to lose it. Oh, he almost took a spill there again. That would have been unfortunate. It's like Moon is going back to Thieves Town, trying to hit up the big chest. Oh, and
Mysticum lands the final
finish.
blow on Ganon, just as the torch goes out.
Man, that was a very tight match. Not having much practice with Silverless Ganon, it is very difficult. There's the GG's.
The runners now talking a little bit in race chat, asking, "Where are you?" BadmoonZ says, "Searching for the bow." He's into Thieves Town here. I'm guessing this is the big chest he never checked.
Yes, it looks like he's going for the big chest to check and see if it's there. Unfortunately, we know he will not find it there.
This is just yet another race decided by
one item.
yeah, just one location. You think you checked it, you didn't, and that's it. It's not the first one. It's not going to be the last one. But for now, let's have a little chat with our friend Mysticum. Check in with how he's doing. Sir, are you there? He's there.
Yes. How is my volume?
It's good.
You're good. Yeah.
Wow, that was. I'm shaking still. I don't have the nerves for this.
Ganon fight was pretty tense there.
Yeah, I was so nervous because it felt like since I didn't know where Badmoon was, it felt like he was, right to be completed. So I was so nervous that any second now it's gonna be got done. But yeah, I guess he got stuck somewhere on the bow, right? He said in
Yeah, he's checking. Absolutely, he's doing pendant dungeons now. He just has not thought of the super bomb.
Oh yeah, he missed that. Yeah, I actually had I had my checklist, and I knew there was not too many spots I had left. And then I saw I had catfish, so I was going for catfish. But then I realized on the way is the pyramid, and then I was going to Link's house to get the teleport, and I realized, wait a minute, I can't do that either. And then it just hit me since I got there in the dark, but instead I realized, oh yeah, the bomb is here. And then I just checked my map and confirmed that the only crystal left was number 1, I think. So I realized I could do it since it requires the 5th and 6th crystal.
Yeah, we saw Badmoon actually check pyramid item. Did the pyramid item and the catfish, and when he was doing it, we were like, he's gonna walk past the crack in the wall, and that might trigger his memory, and he did. He walked right past it, and he did not go back for it.
Yeah, and see on stream now he's in Misery Maya, so he may completely forgotten about that spot if he's unlucky.
Yep, he's already checked Eastern, which is the last crystal. He went there hoping the bow was there, and then he went to Swamp and cleared that out entirely, and now he's opened Mire. So he's on a wild goose chase.
Yeah, felt like my execution was better today. This is actually a personal best, 153.48, and considering we only had green mail for quite some time, that was tough. Yeah,
we noticed the very early on. You see the blue mail up on the ledge, and it's like, you get all those items on Death Mountain.
But Agame is, that's a long walk. So I realized right on the spot. I mean, if I'm doing Agame, I'm basically not gonna stand a chance. So I completely ruled that out immediately. I thought it's better to capture some extra fairies instead, like I'm used to.
Yeah, the fairies paid off big. Badmoon, one of the things that tripped him up, that wasn't just this bow that decided this whole race, was Mothula. He died to Mothula 3 or 4 times.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
While he was doing that, we were seeing you constantly detour back to that fairy fountain to make sure you were well stocked.
I spent a lot of time for that, but since I only had the green mail, deaths can be very penalty. So I just thought better safe than sorry. And that's why I hesitated after clearing the thieves down. I hesitated to go into Skullwoods because I knew that the boss can just be devastating. And sure, you can use the cape, but that requires some hefty magic, and you have to use the fire rod a lot in that palace. So I was trying to save Skullwoods just because I knew that execution is a bit harder.
That's nice. Knowing your limits and playing around it is very smart. BadmoonZ actually ended up leaving and coming back after getting half magic.
Oh, okay. From Skullwoods.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that can be a tough dungeon if you're not confident on your execution. I did. I fairly think my routing was fairly good, but I did. I have a checklist that I'm trying to cross off. That's sometimes I'm just standing still and just checking off the boxes. But I forgot to fill in some of the boxes. So and then I was like, have I checked this location or not? So I had to double check some of the locations. But
Yeah, that can be trouble. I imagine that's what's happened to Badman. He's probably checked off the fairy item on his tracker and is assuming he's already done it, or he's mismarked crystals and thinks he doesn't have 5 and 6. I don't know, but he's definitely sure that that is not a place he should go, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, like you said, other than just this bow trouble, it would have been very close. So congratulations on your execution, your PB, your first win
thank
of
you.
the tournament.
Everything basically.
Yeah,
This
fantastic.
was my first win, both in tournament and speedrunning official match. So it feels very good because it feels like I've been up against good players and I've been slightly behind all the time. I had a shot, but I couldn't really manage to get it in the end. So it feels good. That's why I was so nervous going to Ganon's tower. Just doing the gauntlet was nerve-wracking because I practiced that a lot today. And then in first room, the enemies moved completely different than I practiced. So it was like, oh, come on. And I have practiced some on Silverless Ganon, but I haven't really managed to do a full execution on a speedrun or a randomizer run. So I was a bit nervous for that. But then I thought I'm at least gonna check where the item is. If it's in Ganon's tower, I'm probably gonna head back. And because there's a lot of chests there in certainly small areas. So, but when it was Dark Palace, I was like, no, fuck no, I'm not going there. I might, I rather try to skill less till I die rather than go to Dark Palace.
Well, all right. Making your feelings known. Your next match is against Yogi the Monk, and he's taken up Randomizer somewhat recently, but looking at his past match against DT, there was about as big a gap between them as there was between you and DT for your match. So just going off of that, I mean, Randomizer, anything can go. But I would say you guys are maybe pretty close in skill level.
Oh, that's really good. I thought it was more experienced. I have seen him do quite some runs on Speedruns Live, so I thought it was better. But yeah, I think I think I definitely have a shot. So I hope for a very close game. I actually hope for this was a fairly easy seed, and I'm actually hoping for more complicated seeds because it feels like my advantage is the routing, not execution. So the easier seed we have, the more I get punished for bad execution compared to a good player. So I'm hoping for something like my routing paying off and the opponent is like missing an item, like in this case. I think that's my biggest beneficial since I know the locations fairly well and I think I have fairly good pathing in them.
Well, all right. So congratulations again. Thank you for the interview, and good luck on your next match.
Thank you. Thank you.
Checking back in with BadmoonZ. He is in the light world. He's pulling out the hook shot. He's already cleared out Palace of Darkness, and he has done. Wait, has he cleared out Palace of Dark? No, he can't because he doesn't have the bow.
Can't clear it out.
But he's done
Black
as much
bow.
as he can there, I'm pretty sure.
It's like, yeah, he was trying to turn in pendant though. He did manage to pick up the green pendant from, I think that was Misery Meyer.
Yes.
So, did manage to pick that up. I imagine he was hoping for the bow. Oh, looks like he may. Hopefully, he just figured out or just thought about double-chested fairy. I imagine if he did, he's gonna kick himself after this one. That's a tough spot to forget.
He did check Spy Cave and Catfish. So I think he's literally checked everything but this.
think
I
so,
hesitate
especially-
to make a claim like that because my knowledge of all the little things everywhere is a little spotty, but
I believe he has checked everything else, knowing that he can't check Palace, or he can't finish Palace of Darkness, due to the fact that you need bow,
yeah,
and it
can't
does
finish
look like he
Eastern.
has the super bomb now, so he will be heading there. It's been tough for him, but he should be able to finish soon after that. And there's the bow. So now he is in go mode. It's taken him a little bit of time to get there, but there's always going to be something that you end up forgetting, or something that ends up being the last thing that you check, and this just happened to be the last thing that he checked. It's an unfortunate thing to have to forget, but you should be able to finish it up pretty soon here.
Spawning an extra skeleton there. Maybe not worth the menu, but you can pull out something like the fire rod instead of using the pots. But he gets a quick slash with the sword anyway, so one of the faster and eastern palaces you ever did see coming right up.
Especially with silver arrows, it should be a very fast match as long as he remembers the switch.
So we're gonna stay with BadmoonZ here for the next 15 minutes or so. I'm pretty sure he can beat the game in that time, because the next scheduled race on this channel is at 1:30 in about 18 minutes. What did I say? Anyway, Eastern time. Silver arrows on the Armos. What dodges to the right there? That's the last crystal down. Gonna be heading to Ganon's Tower. All his extra dungeons have earned him 18 hearts.
Almost an accidental 100% there, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, just a little bit of Palace of Darkness. So now this is fun. The big key was in a room of 4 chests. So even though we know exactly where it is, we're not sure what number he's going to get. Could be 4, could be 7. He could skip the right side entirely. I don't know why he would, but he could.
The left side.
Yes. Looking at the schedule, it looks like we're mostly staying away from streaming to speedruns live today. And if I had to guess, I'd say the big reason is Mystery Tournament X. It's a big event, had a huge number of applicants. I think they went with 256 entrants in the tournament. They would have taken more, but they just didn't have enough games to give out to everyone.
It's crazy.
And that pool of 256 people has been narrowed down to 8, and the winner will be decided today. So as much as I regret telling people to go watch some other channel while we're streaming, I highly encourage you to multi-Twitch and keep an eye on Mystery Tournament. Check out the VOD.
Looks like BadmoonZ has found the big key, so he should be warming up and finishing up soon. Just a reminder to all of those in chat, make sure to give our runners a follow. They've done a great job. It can't hurt you at all.
See if BadmoonZ's still opening chests here to try to find this red mail. It's not in one of the out-of-the-way chests. It's kind of right in front of him, so there's a chance he may open it. Doing a left side dash and avoiding all the spikes. Being knocked off in BadmoonZ.
Now he's made it into the gauntlet to see how quickly he can get through it. It's like he's opting to not use his silver arrows at the moment.
Yeah, he opened the fight up with one snipe, but after that it was kind of almost deliberately corralling the enemies into the corner before swinging.
Interesting choice in terms of fighting. He also
One
does
horse
have
head
the fire
going.
rod, so we could
Yep.
see him opting to use it at some point.
A lot easier to hit things, especially the further away they are. With the fire rod, travels faster, comes out faster. Doesn't lag the game as much. Down to 2 hearts in this BMOS ice room. Pretty sure he's got a ferry.
Believe so. Okay, he did. Not sure if he has another, if he ends up taking another accidental death. So we will just have to hope that doesn't happen. Okay, opting to utilize a silver arrow finally. Looks like he is going to stop in for the bunny beam to pick up a fairy.
It's a good choice. The timer for these landmolas coming out of the ground actually starts in the previous room, so when you stop to get the ferry, the timing for these guys is a little more grouped together, makes it a little harder to hit them, but for those 7 hearts from that ferry, more than worth it. So we'll see if he can clean up this 3rd cycle here. There he goes. I love the Kingdom Samaria strats on these whiz robes. One more time. Oh, block goes a little bit too far north. But the remaining 3 can also be taken out in the same way, so the backup strat works. Nice job. I'm not worried about keys at this point. Has what he needs.
Just gonna make a quick finish of Ganon's tower. It's like
Now I think this is the red mail.
So, it looks like he's opting to not pick it up though. So he's just gonna go for green mail Ganon. Oh, and he takes a fall from Troll Dorm.
Immediately shunted out. Lands in the spikes for good measure.
Oh man. Troll Dorm can be mean to anybody, new or even experienced players. Just a rude boss. Oh, and he takes another
Wow.
fall. Oh. The salt would be real now.
It's like there's a 2nd player controlling Moldorm.
Oh man.
So he does get him down. We'll see if he checks this chest. If he didn't check the other one, he probably not. Well, he is. Just a map, not even an item. He gets a dungeon item. 22 chests in here. And one of the ones he opens has a dungeon item.
Guess he wanted to make sure he validated his run, picking up the last chest in Ganon's tower. So we don't have to disqualify him this time.
Yeah, that's true. It's a shame, really, that the Mysticum didn't open it. He really deserves the win. But he will be disqualified as per tournament rules for not opening the last chest in Ganon's tower. Moving left a little too soon there. Wanted to bait out that Aghanim shot.
And a quick Aghanim. Pretty good RNG on that, so not something to complain about. So now with Moon having the silver arrows, it should be quick work of Ganon. Hopefully not giving him too many issues. looks like he's using cape safety strats. Always a good choice when you're worried about Ganon. Oof, and he takes a hit from Ganon, bringing him down to 1 heart left. That could be dangerous. Oh, it looks like he still has a safety fairy just in case. Looks like he's going for the torch glitch. And he gets it. Just needs to finish off Ganon now. Only being able to get a single arrow.
Decided to play defensive there and backed off. Can you get...
Oh,
Nope.
Not quite.
Not even the single.
That double can be very tricky to get. It's a little bit of a tougher execution. Oh, and he manages to finish Ganon. That was a close match, sitting there with 1 heart left.
Did not let that phase him. Made sure he played defensively. Didn't let one of those fire bats catch him off guard. So his official time is a 2:21:19. Comment: tilt death leads to tilt death leads.
Oh. Now it's soon going to be time to get in your bonk guesses for Bad Moon. So go ahead and get them in now so we can see who gets the cookie.
I think that's unofficial that we're giving out cookies for bonk guesses. But we have Bad Moon here. He's gonna do his best not to spoil the bonk count ahead of time. That was a rough go for that bow.
Yeah. I'm sorry you guys had to watch Skullwoods. I really am.
That is a tough boss. Green male, no half magic.
Yeah, and like normally I don't have much trouble with them, but today not the case. Then I completely forgot about the double-chested fairy too. I didn't realize it till after I killed Vitreous. So there's a pretty big routing mistake there too.
Yeah,
But,
we're watching you clear out those pendant dungeons. Just like, he's forgotten. He's forgotten.
But also congratulations to my opponent. So good game.
Yeah, you guys had a really tough seed in terms of just survival, staying alive. Green mail the whole way through. You actually, the one chest you didn't open in Ganon's Tower with the rings of pegs had the red mail. Yeah, and you guys saw blue mail up on the ledge.
Right. What was in the Master Sword pedestal? I read it and it said something about red. I assume that was the red mail.
No, that I'm pretty sure anyway that it's the red boomerang. Something about train that comes back. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, both of us when we read it had a moment of like, what? Oh. Yeah, and it comes up in the credits actually. You maybe missed it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it's still
but they call it the rebound rod in the credits. So that was nifty. You almost picked up enough pendants to grab that thing.
Yeah, I might have if although like after I remembered the double-chested fairy, I don't know if there was even any chests left in the game. I couldn't think of any.
We could not think of any either. It was basically the ones you couldn't get to in Palace of Darkness, and then the Eastern Palace, which you went to, but that was just the boss actually, and then Ganon's Tower.
Mimic Cave.
Oh yes, that actually got checked by Mysticum while he was there, because he did Turtle Rock really early actually, because he did not know where the bow was either.
Yeah.
There was a moment where you checked a pyramid item and walked right past that cracked wall, and we were like, "Is that gonna trigger the memory?"
We were so hopeful.
And yeah, I was completely blanked on that. Something I probably won't forget next time.
That's how it works. You do these races, and the bad things happen, and the worse it is, the more it sticks for next time. So in terms of tournament standings, you've still got 2 matches left to play. One against Yogi the Monk, and
Carcat's the other one.
yeah,
So
Carcat.
2 tough opponents get to go. So I'll have to really step up my game if I want any shot. But we'll see.
Yeah, you had some good play in there. Some bad stuff got mixed in. I think the biggest thing was Mysticum played it really safe. Several detours for fairies, always keeping himself stocked up on that stuff.
Yeah, I definitely did not do that and banged my head against the wall. And then the second half of the game, I was kind of playing safer. So I'm glad that it always paid off for him.
All right. Well, I think the next racers are. Well, it's scheduled to start right about now. Last I heard, we were still trying to track someone down. But all the same, we're gonna let you go. Thanks so much for the interview and the race. Congratulations, and good luck in your future matches.
Thank you for commentating.
It's my pleasure. So up next, I see commentaries just been assigned. You're going to be listening to the wonderful voices of... Oh, now I'm not sure. Okay, yep, we got... It's going to be the OK Guy and Light Blue Cloud are going to be doing commentary for this upcoming race starting right now. Well, not right now, but very soon after this one, coming right up. It's Parisian Player versus Zeta, CCZ. So stay tuned. There's going to be Link to the Past Randomizer happening all over the place on Speed Gaming 2 and Speed Gaming pretty much all day. There's a bit of Ori and the Blind Forest mixed in on the main channel. But if what you're looking for is that rando, you got it coming up. So I forget, is it Theakis?
It's Diekis.
Yeah, hard C. Thanks so much for joining me on commentary.
No problem. Figured it was a good opportunity. I hadn't commentated before, but figured I love the racing. Figured I'd try it out.
Awesome stuff. All right, so I'm Mythical 9. That was Theakis. We're out. Enjoy A Link to the Past Randomizer.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
Hello.
LBC.
Hello, Kenny. Or the OK guy.
Either is fine. I'm still getting everything up and running, just switching from the Speed Gaming channel.
Pretty much the same.
Sure.
Yep.
introductions if you want while I get chat and everything up.